What's going on, growers? It's James Prigioni coming to you live from Jersey. One of the best things about being a home gardener is growing all different kind of fruits and vegetables, ones that people have never even heard of. That's what we're going to be doing today, growing and tasting honeyberries. Let's go! You may be thinking honeyberries. I never heard of that one, but actually you may have. They're in the honeysuckle family. They've got blue little oval-shaped fruits, and typically they grow in the northern hemisphere in a relatively cool area. They're super cold hardy, down to -55. Let me bring you over to a plant and show you the plant, talk a little more about it, show you the fruit, and then we can taste it a little bit too. Right here we've got a honeyberry bush. This is its second year in the ground. The variety is Blue Pacific. And there are a few great things about honeyberries. One of them is how early they fruit. They'll actually be one of the first things to fruit, early like the gooseberries, and sometimes even earlier than most strawberries, which is awesome in my location because early fruit's just one of my favorite things. Another thing is their high level of antioxidants. These actually have higher level of antioxidants than something like a blueberry, which is awesome. The flavor, it's hard to describe, and I'll talk about it more as I taste one. There are a few ripe ones up here, as you can see. Honeyberries typically grow in zone 2 to 7. They're known to be quite productive. After a plant is about 5 years old, it's said to produce about 10 plus pounds of fruit, which is amazing. They're also long living. They're said to live about 50 plus years. So if you get one in now, it should be able to feed you for the rest of your life. There's a lot of things you could do with the fruit. I enjoy eating them fresh. I think they taste good. You can also freeze them and swap them out with blueberries in some of your recipes. There are a few other things that I love about honeyberries. As you can see it back there, it's on the north side of a fence, behind some pear trees and a persimmon tree. And the reason we can do that is because honeyberries don't mind growing in some partial shade. They'll produce fruit like they are and do well in that shade, which makes it an awesome plant for an understory plant in a food forest, getting that extra yield. Here's another young honeyberry here. Another one to the left over here. Plus, honeyberries are known to be very disease resistant and pest resistant. So little work with good harvests in shade, a location you usually won't be able to grow in. Man, honeyberries are just great. One thing that's super important with honeyberries is pollination. So you need at least 2 different varieties to get good pollination. Some of them will fruit on their own, but the harvest is just not going to be as good as if you had 2, so I suggest at least 2 of them. If you want, you can start them from seed. I prefer picking up, a plant that's a few years old just so I can get to the fruit a little quicker. But if you want and you want to start a lot of them, you can start it from seed. Can you propagate them? I don't know, probably. That's something I may try in the future. Let's talk some soils and where the honeyberry likes to grow. Actually, it's not too picky regarding soils. It'll grow in some sandy soil, it'll grow in clay soil. But one thing it's super picky about is having other plants growing around the base. Honeyberries' roots, most of them are shallow, only about 5 to 7 inches deep. So if we have any other plants competing, grasses and stuff, that'll really hurt the honeyberry. We want to make sure we have a nice, thick wood chip mulch down to retain the moisture, to feed the plant, and to do all the things that the plant really needs. You'll notice there's a stake here helping to hold the honeyberry up. As this one started to fruit, it got a little heavier and needed a little help just to stand up, kind of like the blueberry I have. When it comes to honeyberries, it'll actually fruit on 1-year-old wood. So when you prune, you can prune out any old or dead wood to kind of help open up the plant, get it more light, and increase more fruiting. As you can see, we've got some ripe ones here. When they're ripe, they'll be nice and blue. Let's try them. Let's pick them actually and try them. So here's a little honeyberry. Not huge, but packed with flavor. Here's a few honeyberries that I harvested. When they're fully ripe, they're nice and blue. As you can see, the shape is a little odd. It almost reminds me of like mini little eggplants or something. But they do have good flavor. Let me taste them and tell you guys what I think about them. We've got the little guys here. Let's taste them now. This one's really ripe, so I'll try this one first. To describe the flavor, it's tough. I want to try to relate it to something. In the beginning, I got a little bit of grape, a little tartness because it's probably not perfectly ripe, but a little tartness, a little kind of grapey flavor, a little blueberry in there too maybe. I've read that someone say they taste a little kiwi in there. There might be a different variety. I'm not tasting too much of that. Let's try this one. I'm definitely getting that hint of grape. In my opinion, that's one of the strongest ones I'm getting. Some good blueberry too. I'm not tasting much gooseberry, but man, they're good. Like I said, a little tart, but delicious. Man, a great addition to add into your food forest if you don't have one already. The more berries, the more diversity, the better. Extend your harvest and eat delicious, natural, homegrown fruit. That's today's video, growers. Thanks for watching. If you're enjoying this rare fruit series, hit that subscribe button because we're gonna continue to produce some videos like these. I've got more hidden stuff in here that you don't even know about. And if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and share it with your friends. Don't forget to check us out on Steam It too, because we're always posting on there. We're coming back at you real soon with another one. James Prigioni, it's out.